Blake the Beast McKernan improved to 10-0. Tough guy. What were you thinking when you were hitting him and he was laughing at you?
You know, I think anytime that you hit somebody, the more experience that you get when you hit somebody with a good shot, they're always going to smile to try to act like it didn't faze them. I knew that I had him hurt. The guy was very durable, had a very good chin. The one thing I regret was not going to the body enough, and you know, I threw a lot of good jabs, but once I cracked him with right hands and left hooks, I started to get a little excited and just go into those punches, which I should have calmed down a little bit. But at the end of the day, man, the guy was a tough opponent. He was a warrior, but you know, we came out on top, man.
Becoming nationally known and going to the ESPYs and Golden Globes, having that Hollywood, which was it hard to get focused on a fight with all that happens now outside of the ring?
Definitely not. You know, for me, it's all about a balance. And, you know, a lot of these guys, let me put it like this, a lot of people aren't doing what I'm doing in the sense of marketing and branding themselves. You know, I market, promote, manage, advertise, do everything myself. And a lot of people tell me all the time, Blake, what you're doing, keep on doing it because you're doing a hell of a job promoting yourself. And at the end of the day, you're only going to be able to become as big as you promote yourself, right? So, you know, when I'm not training, I try to do everything that I can that a manager would normally be doing for me to go out to these events to get my name out, and especially big areas and big events like in Hollywood and LA. And you know, it's a phenomenal experience, man. My name continues to grow. My fan base continues to grow. I'm becoming more well known. And like I always tell people, I'm here to become a global icon, an international sensation, and become an undisputed Cruiserweight World Champion. And we are starting to get a lot of attention and recognition, and it's an awesome experience, man. We still have a lot of things that we have to practice on inside of the ring, aside from doing the events, but every single fight is a way for you to look at improving yourself, to go back to training, perfect on the things that you didn't do right, and continuously just try to get better.
Well, 6-round fight, and then your 10th fight, 10 fights into your career, and then you've been on social media kind of targeting USEC for one day. After a night like tonight, how far away do you think you are from something like that, a big fight?
Right now, I wouldn't say that I'm ready for USEC. I wouldn't even say that I'm ready for Andrew to beat him, but I'm trying to build the hype to let people know who I am, to let these guys know that I'm coming for those fights. I would say by this time next year, we'll be more than ready. You know, those little things that we got to go back and fine-tune in camp and in the gym, and go back and watch tape with my coach, Christian Zalata. And at the end of the day, we got to just continue to get better and perfect the things that we didn't do right. It doesn't really matter about the things we did right, but the things that we did wrong. So I would say within the next year, we'll be stepping it up, get ready for a world title shot, and just know that I'm coming.
And in your assessment, what are the things you did wrong?
I feel the things that I necessarily didn't do wrong, but I didn't do enough of. I have a great jab. I didn't jab enough. I was touching with my jab, and once I started connecting with big right hands and left hooks, I started to get a little too excited and just relying on those shots just to get them out instead of just going back to the jab and setting up the big shots. But I should have jabbed more, and I definitely should have gone to the body more. But again, these are just little minor mistakes that we made that we're going to go back and perfect, and you will definitely see them in the next fight.
I've seen about half your fights, and every fight the whispers start at ringside. You really do become the beast when you go in the ring, and something about you in there with kind of the twitching and the arm. Everybody talks about it as you're fighting, and then I tell them, well, you're perfect outside of the ring, and you get in the ring, and it's almost like you do become a beast. And what is that like all about, or is that just something you're even aware of or anything?
What is that, my twitch?
Yeah.
So I have a little neck twitch that is something that came from the military, and you know, I think it happens more when I get anxious. But at the end of the day, man, you're going to see me in the ring smiling. If I'm not smiling, I'm smiling on the inside.
Yeah, no, that's what I figured, because I know Iraqi war veterans, and even from the first time.
I love this fight game, man. I've visualized and envisioned this moment since I was a little kid. I love this sport of boxing. I love being able to go in there, and at the end of the day, it's just me against another man. But at the end of the day, I'm always going to come out on top. My work ethic is undeniably one of the best in the business, and again, we're just going to continue to get better and become more of a global icon.
The military bond from the first Cav and everything, and then now you have a tight team that has been with you this whole time. As you move up and maybe entities in the sport and the business side of it maybe try to possibly break you guys up, how strong of a bond are you guys?
Look, at the end of the day, I see a lot of training camps once they get signed or as they get ready for world title shots. They start training up their training camp, and then it starts affecting the fighter in certain ways because you don't have that loyalty, you don't have that camaraderie. For me, I have a solid team right now, and until I ever feel the need that not necessarily to get rid of some of these guys, but to bring more people on board, then I will. But for the time being, I have a great boxing coach, I have a great conditioning coach, I have a great cut man, I just have an all-around great team behind me. I have great friends, family, fans, and supporters and sponsors. And again, I'm a very loyal person. I would never remove somebody from my team because I know the guys that I have on my team truly care about my best interests at heart. But whenever the time comes that we need to bring somebody else on board, then we'll make a team decision at that time and look at what's within the best interest of my career and bring somebody else on board when we need to.
Any closing thoughts, and then how quick do you want to get back in the ring?
So, you guys have heard it first. I will be fighting again, already in contract, November 2nd. I will be fighting on TV and headlining my very first show in Stockton at the Stockton Civic Memorial Auditorium Center with Toscano Promotions. And, we'll be going 11-0. And, they already got my opponent lined up. I believe my opponent will be 9-2. Don't remember his name off the top of my mind, but we will be back in the ring November 2nd. Take a couple days off, rest up, back in training camp, man. Big shout out to all my friends, family, fans, supporters, to my team that works with me day in and day out. I'm truly appreciative for all the love and support that I get from everybody. I'm appreciative for all the media companies as yourself that show me a lot of love and support. So at the end of the day, thank you guys. We're going to continue to move up and stay following the Team McKernon movement.
All right, thank you, and congratulations.